All right, here we go. Let's go on a little ride. You can see there's some weather moving in. This is Tucson, and I'm up on Reddington Pass. Gonna go do a little bit of single track out here with the big old 500. But she does pretty good. I just haven't been out here with the fairing and whatnot. So yeah, we're gonna just go take it through its paces before we go on any kind of real big trips. So here we go. It's got an ignition up here, and so everything's run on the ignition. So we got the TomTom 550 Rider GPS. So yeah, and it's got a nice mount, and so it's got the option of actually having it portrait or landscape. So I like running it like this. It gives me more of a oncoming view of what the road or the trail might be. This is pretty limited with maps right now because it's just the standard maps, but once we go out on some adventures, we'll put some additional maps in there. And then yeah, it's got a USB port, a double USB port with quick charging and a voltmeter, and then the switch for it. So it's running off of the bike power, the keyed bike power. It has a couple different lights. It's got the low beam and high beam, and then the pod comes on with high beam, and then I got my two it's yellow on low beam and white light on high beam for the outer ones. So that's my setup here. I'll show you the high beam then. So I got all white light for the high beam. I don't know how well you can see that. And then on a alternative switch right here, we got the fork wrap turn signals. So those are on white for the daytime running light, and then it's got the turn signal like that. So yeah, it's got its own little fuse box over here, and they got little trouble lights. So if one circuit blows a fuse, you'll know which one it is. I have a secondary wires running to the up here to the system in case this main wiring goes down. I can actually unplug it and plug it in, and I have a completely separate harness as well, just as a redundancy. So yeah, and then we got the tidy tail in the back. All right, let's go for a little ride.